you like a helmet just like this, go over to greengrind.com and shop some of your favorite mini and life-size replica helmets. They have, you can add, of course, the visor, the chin strap, different helmet types as well. On the website, they have NCAA teams, they have all the NFL teams. You can go in there and shop some of your favorite sports football teams and get a helmet replica just like this. So go over there, use my promo code PITSYN at checkout as well, PITSYN, get yourself a discount at checkout. So go over there and shop now. Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Today we're looking at trade targets and free agents as well. The Steelers could possibly bring in some guys that are still out there who still can fit with the Steelers. So we're gonna dive into some of that today. First person I have on the list, of course, we've seen Jonas Smith. Jonas Smith was a person who the Steelers been interested in for the past month and a half or so. And we heard a lot of news at first, like the deal was about to be done, and then we seen the deal kind of backed off because Jonas Smith said they want to be with the Dolphins, and the Dolphins said they was back into the mix with the Steelers and talking about a Jonas Smith trade. And the Steelers did lose Parham, so Parham is now out for the season. Remember, he tore his ACL, so he'll be out for the year. So you have Pat Freiermuth, who's a good player. You have Darnell Washington, who's pretty good as well, and solid, good blockers too. So you bring another guy in like Jonas Smith to maybe add some versatility to your pass catching game because you don't have a receiver. You have Kevin Austin, the receiver too. He did a good job last year, 500 plus receiving yards, but you want to add more weapons out there just for Aaron Rodgers to have, and of course more for the offense in the long run. So it wouldn't be bad to look into Jonas Smith if he did come in and be our tight end, but also maybe play more as a receiver in a sense. Because I think he can play like all around. Remember the Titans, they had him playing everywhere. Arthur Smith had him playing all around with the Falcons, all around with the Titans, lining up wide, lining up in the slot, doing different things because he had that speed, 4'3", with that size and height and stuff as well. And that catch radius, it makes him kind of like unguardable a little bit at times. So I wouldn't mind the Steelers looking into that and bringing him in, especially if it doesn't either give up too much or cost you too much. Another person I want to mention too as well is Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey is probably most likely not going to happen because he said he want to go to he want to stay on the West Coast style. And he said the Rams was a team probably looking to go back to, and then was also the Chargers. I know the Steelers had interest in Jalen Ramsey and we have the rumors and reports, but I doubt that he get brought over here too as well, especially with the Steelers already got Darius Slay here, JPJ as well. So we'll see how things kind of shape out a little bit with those guys. The Steelers could possibly bring another cornerback in, which I'm gonna get to next, who is Mike Hilton actually. Mike Hilton, was with the Steelers at first. He was a very good player with us, played very well in the slot, was blitzing in, played good, guarding those guys up front. Good tackler as well too, like that. He played well in the slot as a slot cornerback for a long time before leaving to the Bengals for the past few years. So I wouldn't mind Mike Hilton coming back with the Steelers. So bring Mike Hilton in, that'd be pretty good. Bring him in, sign him to a 1-year, 2-year deal, bring him back in for the defense, and I'd be even more confident in the defense because you have Darius Slay on one side, you have JPJ on the other side, you have Benny Bishop switching in and out with Mike Hilton. Mike Hilton would be the starter over there. You have Benny Bishop coming in and out, different spots and stuff, and kind of like helping him too as well, develop into being better slot corner. And I think it'll work out well for everybody in the long run. So Mike Hilton is the person who I have on this list as well. Amari Cooper, of course, another person I have on the list. I'm surprised he's still available. I don't know if he's waiting for the best deal possible or just trying to see exactly where he want to go and kind of like weighing his options out a little bit. But I think Amari Cooper would be a nice person for the Steelers. The Steelers already have DK Metcalf, a guy who can stretch the field, a guy who can go down there and make big time plays and use that speed and have that size and vertical ability of DK Metcalf. But you also want to have a guy who can move the sticks, a guy who's a route runner, route technician, I think, and a quarterback friend, basically a quarterback friendly target. And Amari Cooper's going to be there on the spot every single time because he's a regular route runner. So I think Amari Cooper, even at this age that he is, of course, in real life, he's not really old, but at 32, with the injuries he had, he's a little less than what he used to be. He's still a pretty good player, but a little less than what he used to be. But I think he's capable enough of being a receiver too in that role right there, and having DK Metcalf be the number 1 guy. Then you have Kevin Austin as well as the 3, and then you see how everything else shape out. I think that'd be better. You feel more confident going into the season with DK, Amari Cooper, and then of course Kevin Austin. Another person on the list as well, the last person, was Tyler Boyd. That wouldn't be a bad pickup either. If you don't want to go out there and get a high-end Amari Cooper, maybe it might be too costly for you. You can go out there and get, of course, Tyler Boyd on a 1-year deal. He did want to play for Pittsburgh. He played with Pittsburgh College before. The Steelers didn't draft him. So bringing him in wouldn't be bad. You bring him in, he's a guy who can play in the slot. He plays very physical, quarterback-friendly target as well. He would kind of be your receiver 2, 3 option depending on the week to week and the matchups and stuff, but he's definitely productive. Like they can go out there and make plays for you and stuff. And I think he'll fit well, kind of what the Steelers trying to do, especially with running the football and stuff, and using the play action to set up, run and set the play action and hit those guys on the field. Because you have Kevin Austin, who had like 15, 16 plus yards per catch last year. Same thing with DK Metcalf around that same range. I think Tyler Boyd would be a nice guy to have in the middle, mixing things up too. So it just depends on exactly what's going to happen, what the Steelers kind of looking to do and looking to bring in. So we'll see if they bring in one of these guys. I think Mike Hilton might be the one that actually possibly the most unlikely to bring in, since he's a free agent, and plus since they want to make sure they shore up that cornerback slot, the slot cornerback spot up for the defense, so everything can be nice and set for the defense and loaded on the depth chart for the DBs. So they probably would most likely bring him in out of all the different options. But we'll have to wait and see exactly what the Steelers do. Training camp is coming up in a few weeks, so we'll see what happens. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe for more content. Let me know down below what you guys think about the options, the trade targets, and the different options the Steelers could possibly go to. If you have any other options down below. I know some people might say Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen mentioned they didn't want to play for the Steelers, but people say stuff sometimes, but sometimes they say something, they do something else. So I don't know if he don't want to play for Steelers or we're just saying that for the podcast thing, but I don't know. But let me know down below what you think about that. So I see somebody say Justin Simmons before. The Steelers can bring him in. I think people say the Steelers should go out there. At first they said Jay Alexander, but Jay Alexander signed with the Ravens now, so he's off the table now. So I don't know exactly what the Steelers are going to do. I remember Chris Olave was another name that was circulating around. At first people said the Steelers was interested in Chris Olave, and the Saints are trying to trade him away. But people are like, nah, the Saints are not trading him away because he's a big-time player. All those big-time years he had, only really last year was the only year that he had a down year because he was injured most of the year. But other than that, when he's healthy, he played very well too. So we'll see exactly what they do. But that's all I have. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, maybe. If not tomorrow, on Friday for sure, for another video and update and stuff about the Steelers and stuff. So peace out.